The first note doesn't knock politely. It crashes in like a doohickey tossed across a dark stage, demanding your attention. Wolfsheim never played by the rules of synthpop decorum. They made the cold feel alive, the mechanical feel human, and the melancholy strangely comforting. That's why fans can't stop dissecting these tracks decades later. The magic wasn't just in the beats, it was in how they wrapped longing into something you could dance to. Take the Sparrows and the Nightingales. Released back in 1991, it wasn't just a debut, it was a declaration. The synths shimmer like freeway streetlights flickering through fog, while Peter Heppner's voice soars with both fragility and command. What could have been just another club track turned into a gothic hymn that traveled across Europe. DJs spun it not for novelty, but because it stuck. Even today, it's whispered about like a secret, proof that electronic music could bleed emotion as much as any guitar ballad. Shift to Once in a Lifetime. The irony of that title is that Wolfsheim made their career out of creating these singular, unforgettable moments. The arrangement sways between melancholy and uplift, with vocals that carry the ache of missed chances, yet sound like they're reaching for something better. It's not grandiose, it's grounded, intimate, but still big enough to fill arenas. That balance, the way they could make sorrow feel like triumph, is why this song became a staple. Fans didn't just listen, they adopted it as a personal anthem. And then there's Kein Zurück, a late-career masterpiece that translates to no return. This wasn't just music, it was a reckoning. The synths pulse steady, sparse, almost resigned, while the lyrics slice straight through. There's no turning back, no undoing choices, no rewinding time. Heppner's voice is haunting, heavy with inevitability, but never drowning in despair. Instead, it feels like closure delivered in song form. That rare trick, making finality sound beautiful instead of bleak, is why fans rank it among their most cherished tracks. The interesting part? Wolfsheim were never chasing chart formulas. They were outsiders with precision, constructing soundscapes like watchmakers while delivering lyrics that felt like diary entries written under flickering glow. Their music was built on contradictions, cold yet warm, futuristic yet timeless, sad yet strangely celebratory. That's the chaos that keeps listeners talking. Burn these songs together, the Sparrows and the Nightingales, Once in a Lifetime, Kein Zurück, and the story becomes clear. Wolfsheim weren't just another synthpop act. They were engineers of emotion, crafting electronic ballads that slipped past the walls of the club and into the bloodstream of culture. Fans still argue about which track defines them best, but here's the truth. The doohickey spark lies in all of them. And maybe that's why we're still here, decades later, talking about Wolfsheim like they never left.